Hey folks, welcome back to Green Iron TV. Today, we paint. So everything's all prepped, ready to roll. So today we're going to go ahead and lay the paint on this 53 M38a1. So stick around, that's what's coming up here on Green Iron TV. And like always, be sure give us a like, leave a comment, and if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. We appreciate every little bit. So thanks and enjoy. Okay folks, as you can see, we got the Jeep all masked off. Windows are covered, wheels are covered, all the pieces inside are masked off and ready, all our lights. So we're gonna go ahead and get ready and paint. I've got a table set up here with a bunch of small parts. We'll go ahead and get that all laid out. And of course, yes, we are going to be using the same paint system we used last year when we painted the ambulance, which is the Croy CX10 turbine paint system. So this is a high volume, low pressure paint system, and it works really nice. And we're going to continue to use it on our military vehicles. So stay tuned. Okay, so we've got a partial gallon of 24087 semi-gloss olive drab. We've got our paint gun already. It is all cleaned and primed and ready from last year. We have our mixing cup, and we're going to be using xylene to thin it. We're going to use a ratio of 3 parts paint to 1 part xylene. So I went ahead and popped the top on that. And we're going to go ahead, we're going to grab a stir stick, and we're going to stir this up really well. This is one of the keys, is making sure you stir this paint up really good. Because since we used it last, it has settled some of the pigments to the bottom, so we want to make sure we stir it up really good. All right, that looks good and consistent. Okay, so we're going to do 3 parts. So we're going to do 8, 16, 24 ounces of paint, and then 8 ounces of xylene. All right, so there's our 24 ounces of paint. Okay, now we need 8 ounces of xylene. All right. We just want to mix that up good in the cup here. Okay. Grab our respirator, and we are now ready to go spray. And we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to do a bunch of these little small parts first. Alright, now we'll start on the inside. the way all the way around. Now we just gotta do this driver's side. Well, that's the first coat done all the way around. We'll let that dry up, and then we'll go around, we'll give this thing a nice second coat. Okay, we got the first layer done all the way around the Jeep. Looking really good. It's been about an hour, so we're gonna go ahead now and get ready, mix up the next batch, and put a second coat on. So that's what's gonna be next. Okay, now the important step after painting everything is getting the paint gun and everything all cleaned up. So we're going to pour some thinner down in there. We're going to go run that through the gun. That'll clean out a lot of the internals, and then we can break it down. All right. Now that I got all the heavy stuff out, now we can start breaking down and cleaning it out. So first thing I'm going to do, we're going to give this thing a nice basic wipe down along the outside. Clean up our tube a little. All right, we'll let that dry a little. And then rinse it all off. All right, with everything all cleaned up, we'll go ahead, put the gun back together. And of course, trying to clean myself up a little bit because, like a dumbass, I didn't put gloves on this time. Got about halfway through before I realized, hey, you don't have gloves on, dummy. But, oh well. I'll just have a little green tinge on my hands for a couple days. All right, all cleaned up. All right. After letting it sit here for a while, we went and had some dinner. Got all cleaned up. She's looking pretty good. Got good coverage. One thing, I do have a little spot on the hood where there was some contamination. So, unfortunately, must just not got everything cleaned good on it in that one spot. And left a little contamination mark. So, we'll let the paint dry up a little bit, and then we'll go in and we'll do a little correction on that. Get that looking good. Our extra parts all look good, and we're gonna go ahead and get things cleaned up the rest of the way and get the Jeep back in the garage for the night and let it cure. Okay, folks, that's going to wrap it up on this episode of Green Iron TV. We've got the Jeep all resprayed and painted and ready to roll. So, was a nice day out, not a lot of wind. Every once in a while there was a little breeze that picked up. I could have used it to be just a little calmer. But unfortunately here, with late fall, you got to kind of take the days you can get. Because you don't know whether the weather's going to turn on you or not. So we wanted to take advantage of the good days we had. So we got her all painted up, looking good. We got a little spot there on the hood that had some contaminations. We'll get that cleaned up, do a little correction on that, get that fixed. And then we're going to go ahead. Coming up, we'll start unmasking the Jeep and get it put back together, get the bits and pieces put back in it. And while we let the paint cure up good. And then next thing we got coming up will be marking. So we have an awesome paint mask set from the guys over at Delta Team Decals. and we're going to get them on this Jeep, get this Jeep looking good, looking sharp. We do have a show coming up in October, and that was the goal. We wanted to get this Jeep done and have it up there for the show. So right now it looks like we're on schedule for that, and it should definitely make this show. So I want to thank everybody for watching. Like always, please give us a like, leave a comment, and if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. That way you can stay tuned and catch all our green iron madness as we continue to work on Army vehicles here on Green Iron TV. Thanks. Have a good day.